Well, our friends at Lokithor keep innovating the jump starter. Today we're going to take a look at the JT400. It's a jump starter and battery tester. I'm pretty interested to see how they implement this battery tester feature. It's 12 volt, 2500 peak amp for all sorts of engines, spark proof, reverse polarity protection. Connect Max technology. Our state-of-the-art system automatically detects the impedance of the clamp connection to your car battery, ensuring optimal contact every time and maximizing the starting efficiency of the jump starter. Yeah, it basically just tells you you have a good connection. The last one I tested from them has that feature and it's actually really useful. Here it says the battery pack's nominal voltage is 14.8 and it's an 8,000 milliampere hour capacity. The standard output current is 1250 and then the peak current is 2500. The battery test checks state of health and state of charge and internal resistance. It has a cranking test, charging tests, including ripple analysis, so that's pretty interesting. I guess it checks your alternator too. And it has Bluetooth connectivity with an app so they can steal your data. It works with regular flooded lead acid, AGM spiral, gel, and EFB batteries. It also functions as a power bank, that's handy. And it's got a 200 lumen light. So let's get this thing open. Little message from Lokithor there if you want to pause and read that. We'll take a quick look at the manual here because there's always something that I want to look up on every jump starter. Here we go, power button, short press to turn on, long press to turn off. Number 3, this one right here is your boost start button. Now this is really important. You press and hold 5 seconds to turn on the boost. That's definitely a feature you want in all your jump starters. You can pause and take a look at the rest of these if you'd like. So here's the instructions on how to enter boost start. This is definitely a feature you want on all your jump starters because usually the internal safeties might prevent you from being able to jump start the car if the battery is super low. So this is how you put these guys into full chooch. You insert the clamps into the jump starter and then you connect the positive electrode to the battery and then you hit the power button to wake it up. And then once it's awake, you press and hold this for 5 seconds to enter boost mode. And then the start indicator will be lit solid green, letting you know these things are live. And then you can connect the negative electrode to your battery. And whenever you enter these things in a boost mode, make sure you don't accidentally connect the clamps because you're going to hit a direct short into the battery of this thing. The boost mode basically bypasses all the nannies. So it looks like all the battery testing features are done through the app. I think there's supposed to be a QR code right here to download the app, but I'm just gonna have to go find it, I guess, on the Play Store. It's called BatGuard. I really hate having to download another app, but you know, just to test this thing out, we'll see how it goes. All right, I think I found the right one here. It's this one right here, with that little weird icon. We'll install this guy and see what kind of crazy permissions they actually want, huh? While that's installing, let's take this thing out of the box. You know, it's actually pretty nice and compact, isn't it? See what else we got in here. We have a little baggie. You know, Lokithor doesn't like to give us cases. I've kind of complained about that before, but you know, I guess this fits down in the bag just fine. Yeah, your clamps fit down in here too. Yeah, they fit in there just fine. And it comes with a little charging cable too. When you hit the button for the light, you hold it down for a second and it turns on. It seems reasonably bright. Oh, and it has like some dimmer settings too. You hit the button and it changes brightness. That's a nice dim setting. And a strobe and a little blinky. Oh, it's an SOS. Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, and it's got like a little winky blink. That's funny. And I guess you hit it one more time and it goes off. Cool. Looks like she was shipped with 3/4 charge. That's not too bad. You probably could use this thing right out of the box if you had to, but I think I'll charge it up a little bit before I actually start to use it. Ah, that's funny. BatGuard wants to get the location. We're gonna go ahead and deny that. Log in. What do I need to log in for? I guess confirm. Yeah, they want to use the location. I don't think so. You don't need my location. And that's in Chinese. I don't know what that says. I guess we have to register an account, which, you know, that's always fun. Well, they make you verify your email address with a code, so, you know, they're actually serious about that. So let's add a new device. I still have no idea what this is saying. You guys need to make this in English. Okay, it's finally connecting. Well, I'm excited to go try this thing out, but real quick before I do, I was pointing things out. The light's on this side. The connector for your clamps is over here too. And then also this little thing on the other side, that's nice and in there tight. There's gonna be a USB-C charging port. And then if you wanna use this thing as a battery bank, you can connect a USB-A in there. Very nice. All right, let's try out this battery testing feature on some batteries here. These ones I think are still good. At least I hope they're still good. Connect this guy up, wake up the little box. There's a countdown and then it shows if your clamps are connected good or not. Let's run this battery test feature. It is AGM spiral. The cold cranking amps are 800 on this guy. We gotta click next. Oh, this thing says it's disconnected. That's interesting. Why? Why are you disconnected? We just went through all this trouble of connecting you. Why are you disconnected? Reconnect. Hey, there we go. All right. I wonder if in that 10-second countdown, if you're supposed to connect the app to it, if you're gonna do these battery tests or not. Kind of interesting. It's cool that it's showing us the temp and the battery voltage for this guy. That's always useful. Let's take a look at real-time voltage. It's showing the battery is 12.5, and that's kind of nice. And it gives you this little graph too. That's kind of cool because if you wanted to see like how far your voltage dropped when you were cranking or something, that'd be nice to have. But anyway, yeah, let's do this battery test. It's spiral AGM. The cold cranking amps were 800. Click next. It is testing. It says good battery. All right. It shows your internal resistance and your state of health and your state of charge. That's kind of cool that it lists all that stuff out. Oh, and you can save the results too to check it out later. It's kind of fun. You can share it as a PDF. That's fun too. Charging test. I wonder what charging test does. Oh, okay. You need the vehicle for this. We'll try this out in a minute. Another cool feature in the app is that you can actually select your start mode, which it's easier just to connect it up and let it do its thing or hit this button for 5 seconds to go into boost. But it's nice that you can use the force start mode in the app too. It's kind of fun. But yeah, let me try out another battery. So this battery here I know is kind of weak. So it'll be interesting to see what the test says on this. So this is a regular flooded lead acid battery. The cranking amps are 750. Hit next. It's testing. The battery is average. Okay. Wow, it says the state of health is 43% and state of charge is 62. You know, I wouldn't really say that's an average battery. This thing is kind of old. It's been sitting around for a while. So it sort of works. I know it sort of works, but also sort of doesn't. So, there you go. All right, so let's try it on another type of battery here. This one is AGM flat plate, and the cranking amps on it is 800. Ooh, battery voltage is below 12 volts. It needs to be charged before testing. Okay, yeah, I know this battery is junk. 9.2 volts, and it says it's a poor battery. The internal resistance on it is quite high. So yeah, that's the issue with this thing. And state of health is 0 and state of charge is 0. Yep, this is a flat dead battery. Well, before I try to actually use this thing as a jump starter, I think I'm gonna go ahead and charge it all the way up, give it the best chance of doing its thing. This is kind of cool too. It shows you how much watts it's using to charge up the battery. This little charger I'm using is a USB fast charger. I think it's capable of like 60 watts or something like that. And I'm using the supplied cable that they gave us. So it's not really charging anywhere near fast charge rates. But that's still just a cool stat to have. All right, as you can see, she's all charged up now, but before we try it out, see what it'll jumpstart, I actually want to weigh this thing. Get the clamps included on the scale here. All right, there you go. There you can see it's 1 pound and 10 ounces. Also do a quick measurement on this guy here. About 6.5 by 3 3/4. And what was that, 1.5 inches? Now let's go try this thing out. All right, I got it hooked up to my poor little 500 Barth here. And as you can see on the clamps, one is showing green and the other one is showing orange or yellow. And what that actually tells you is that the connection on the clamp isn't very strong. This is actually a really cool feature. Like I was saying, the last Lokithor jump starter I had this feature too, and I really like that. You'll be able to make sure you're getting the full chooch on this guy. There we go, wiggled it around and got it to go green on both sides. And as you can see, the voltage on the battery is much improved too. Before it was only showing 11.8 and now it's showing 12.4. I think we might as well run the battery test on this guy and just see how it does. Regular flooded lead acid. 650 cranking amps. All right, running the test. Oh, poor battery. Yeah. State of health is only 22% and state of charge is 73%. Yeah, that kind of stinks. This battery's been sitting out here for a while. And the thing that we haven't done yet is the cranking test. So let's try that. All right, so yeah, all electronics are off. Let's hit next. It wants us to confirm that all electronics are off. They really are. All right, now start the vehicle. All right, do I hit next here? Did the engine successfully start? Well, let's actually start it. Yeah, confirm, it did. Oh, I see what it did. It actually measured the delta. See, this was the initial voltage right here of 12.4. And then whenever I was cranking it over, it dropped down to 9.74. So it kind of shows you like how bad your voltage drop is on your battery. It does say good starting performance though, so that's good. And the thing like cranked over, no problem too, so that's nice. Hey, while we're here, let's do the charging test. Start the vehicle. Yep, it's already started. I'm gonna click next. Okay, it's got a countdown. I guess it's reading how much it's charging right now. Turn off all electronics. I mean, they are all off. Keep all electronics turned off and the engine speed to 2500, 3000, and hold it. Don't release the accelerator. Okay, there we go. That's like 3000. All right, confirm. So we gotta hold it at 3000 for 30 seconds. Turn on all electronics. Okay, let's do that, I guess. Hopefully I don't get copyright strike for my music playing, but you know. All right, now we gotta put it up on 3000 RPM again. Okay, well, cool. I guess that's the test. The load voltage was 13.9. That was with, you know, all the stuff on. And the no load voltage was 14. And the ripple is 1/64 millivolts. That's actually really kind of cool that it shows you what the ripple is. If your voltage regulators are going out, the ripple will be out of control. Well, cool little test. You know, I'm not really a fan of like apps. I think we have too many damn apps as it is, but you know, this is kind of neat. And we can just see the voltage here again. I may blip the throttle. You can probably see like the voltage go up. Yeah, this is kind of fun too. Let me like turn on some accessories. I turn the AC back on. Turn the radio on. We'll turn the lights on. Yeah, and see it all drop down to, you know, 13.6, 13.5 with all this stuff on. Yeah, well, there you go. That's all pretty cool. All right, let's give this thing a little bit better challenge here with my little tractor. As you can see, the battery voltage is only at 8.6, so I don't even think we need to test this guy. You obviously can see that it's bad. I wiggled the connections or the alligator clamps around until the lights went green, so we should be ready to start. Now, a lot of jump starters I have to put into boost mode to get this thing to kick off, so we'll see if this thing will do the job without being in boost mode or not, but let's try it out. Whoa, look at that. It cracked it right off. You know, that's actually really impressive. Like I said, normally you gotta put these things into boost mode to get this thing to fire off. But yeah, good job. I just wanted to take a look at the voltage real quick in the app, and it's showing 14.2, 14.3, so I know the alternator is working. I don't think I need to do the separate charging test for it. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'm starting to like this app. All right, if you want to get one of these for yourself, a link for it is going to be down in the description below. And also check out my other links too. Be sure to subscribe to the blog because sometimes I give away stuff like this. So, you know, you never know. Well, bye. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.